Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents, where we talk about facts, foolishness, and black female efforting. Hey, you guys, I just wanted to come on real quick, talk about something. Know you guys, yeah, it's dark. It's getting dark. It's in Dallas, man. It's about 6:20, and as you see, it's starting to get dark outside. I just wanted to come on real quick before it got too dark, to where you guys couldn't see me. All you be seeing some goddamn teeth glowing in the dark. All right. Yeah, just want to talk about this. I know everybody was talking about Alicia Keys and the little halftime thing with Usher, Super Bowl. And first of all, I just like to say shout out to her, man. Did y'all see her? The lady, the girl with the goddamn guitar, man. Her. Shit. Hey, everybody been talking about Alicia Keys and Usher, but ain't nobody say nothing about her. Goddamn, her bad. I just got her bad. That's all I gotta say. Shit, her was on that guitar. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, did anybody know that was her? Yeah, her is bad. That's all I gotta say. HER, her is bad. She was on that guitar too. But yeah, just man. This Usher thing, this Usher and Alicia Keys thing, man. Where to begin? But a lot of people are saying that Usher was wrong. Alicia Keys shouldn't have allowed that to happen. He was all up on her. Everybody saw it. He was grinding, hugging her from the back. Yeah, he was hugging her from the back, and she was all into it, right? She fell into his arms, and all that, right? And a lot of people are saying that she was wrong, right? Which, yeah, she is wrong, but I'm trying to think of how to say this and to get you guys to look at it a different way, because I've heard all type of people saying different things, right? As far as they rehearsed it, which I'm sure and that's the thing I want to get into. They had to rehearse that, right? That was rehearsed. So it ain't like it just spontaneously happened. You know what I'm saying? The hell going on here? So much. Let me get that off of here. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Alright, so it ain't like that just spontaneously happened, right? That was planned. That was rehearsed. So if that was rehearsed, right? What actually went down? I mean, did Swizz Beatz see the rehearsal? You know what I mean? Did Swizz Beatz, see the rehearsal? Did he say, "Oh, well, that's fine. I'm okay with it"? You know what I'm saying? Or did Alicia Keys just report back to Swizz and just told him what was happening and maybe left some things out? You know what I'm saying? So I know everybody has their own opinion of it. And like I said, coming from a standpoint of Alicia being married, then yeah, she was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's totally disrespect to your husband to even have that going on. Let's say even if Swizz said, yeah, that's fine. Let's say if he saw it, the rehearsal, and said, okay, that's fine. Still, I mean, I know you know what I'm saying? It ain't, I can't tell somebody who's married what to do in their marriage. If he's cool with it, then okay, he's cool with it. But then again, if you look at it, why would she be okay with it? You gotta ask yourself that question. Even though Swizz might have said, and we don't know if he said it or not, this is allegedly, if Swizz Beatz said, that's fine, I don't mind, the routine, I'm okay with the routine, why would Alicia be okay with it? You gotta ask yourself that question. Why is she okay with it? You know what I mean? Because, like I said, she could have easily, even though Swizz was okay with it, she could have easily, declined and said, no, I know you're okay with it, Swizz, but, I'm not okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So, or you can look at it as doing the rehearsal instead of, Usher coming up with the routine. What if Alicia came up with the routine? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure she had some input in the routine, right? I'm pretty sure everything wasn't choreographed by Usher. You know what I'm saying? So what if Alicia said, hey, on this song right here, why don't, we do a thing to where, you come up and grab me from behind and, I'm just saying. Think about that. I don't think anybody had that perspective. Maybe Alicia came up with it. You know what I'm saying? And if she did, you gotta ask yourself this question: why? Why would she come up with that? Why would that be? Why would that enter her head? You know what I'm saying? Alicia sitting up here. They brainstorming, right? And Usher saying, well, let's do this, and the third, and Alicia like, okay, that's fine, but what about this right here? Why don't we do this? Why don't you come up behind me and grab me from behind and this and then the third, allegedly? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she came up with that, but what if she did? Then you got to ask yourself again, why would she come up with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things, man. Don't nobody really know the conversations that was had. Don't nobody really know that Usher, that's all him coming up with that routine and she's agreeing with it. And that could rightfully be so. He could have came up with it, right? But ask yourself, what if he didn't? What if Usher didn't come up with that routine? What if Alicia came up with it, right? And again, you got to ask yourself, if she did come up with it, did she tell Swiss Beats about it? Or did she hem and hum around it? Or maybe he was there, Swiss was there, and maybe Swiss saw it and said, okay, that's fine. Or maybe Swiss came up with that. I'm just saying, you don't know, right? You don't know who came up with that idea. But the fact of the matter is, whoever came up with it, why would Alicia be okay with doing it? Whether Swiss Beats knew about it or not. Why would a married woman be okay with having, another artist, a man that's not her husband, grab her around the waist like that from the back, all seductive? Why would you be okay with that if you're a married woman? That's really like the question of the day right there. You got to ask yourself that. And like I said, a lot of people saying that she was wrong, and yeah, I believe she, as being a married woman, she is definitely wrong for letting him do that. And I know a lot of y'all are saying that's entertainment, but y'all don't think that they could have worked something else out? Just because it's entertainment, that don't mean you have to do that. There are other, routines you could have came up with on that song that wouldn't have been so touchy-feely, right? That did not require Usher, grabbing her from behind like that, right? You see what I mean? So yeah, like I said, it wasn't something that they did on the fly. That was rehearsed. She knew that was happening. Usher knew that was happening. Now, like I said, whether or not Swiss Beats knew that was going to happen, don't know. Don't know the conversation him and Alicia had about that before the Super Bowl. But we do know that was definitely rehearsed. They knew that was going to happen. And like I said, don't know if Alicia went to Swiss and said that this is going to happen and maybe left out some parts. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, Swiss could have been there at the rehearsal and saw it and said, I'm okay with it. But like I said, if he's okay with it, why would Alicia be okay with it? It's kind of like a woman saying, coming up to you saying, baby, I'm okay with it if you are. Baby, if you're okay with it, then I'm okay with it. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just ask yourself that if your lady came up to you and said that this is what's going on, you know, he's going to grab me from behind and all this, and we're going to sway together and all that. But baby, you know, I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. You see what I mean? That's you got to ask yourself that question. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If your woman said, baby, I'm okay with it if you're okay with it, then you gotta ask yourself, well, why are you okay with it? No matter if I'm okay with it or not, I gotta ask myself as a man, why is my wife okay with it? You know, not her coming up to Swiss Beats saying, okay, this is what Usher has planned, but baby, I really don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, then as a man, you can say, well, baby, don't do it. Versus, I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. Now, I don't know if that was a conversation they had, but I'm just saying but we do know things like that go down, right? Things like that do go down. So, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just looking at it from a different perspective here. You know, like I say, everybody's, you know, of course, saying that Alicia was wrong. She shouldn't have done that as a married woman, and I do agree. But what was the conversations behind that? What was the conversations leading up to that? How did it go in the rehearsal? Who brought it up? Right? Did Usher bring it up, or did Alicia bring it up? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself that question. I know a lot of people say, well, why would Alicia bring it up? Well, she was okay with doing it. So why wouldn't anybody think that Alicia would be okay with bringing that up? You know what I'm saying? Why would anybody think that Alicia brought it up? She could have, since she was okay with it. She could have easily brought it up. She could have easily choreographed that routine and said, hey, I want you to do this. Or what if we did this? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know. But I know some men will say, well, you know, if a guy don't approve of that, or if a guy, and even some women will say that, if a guy don't like that, then he's insecure. If a guy disapprove of that, he's insecure. But is he really? And again, some guy, I mean, and it's okay to be insecure. I mean, fuck, I wouldn't want nobody grinding up against my woman like that. So if that makes me a little bit insecure, then oh well, so be it. But I'm just saying, what man would sit up and say, oh, yeah, that's fine, that's entertainment. I don't care if I am an artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I am in the entertainment industry. I know how men think too, right? So you performing with my wife, and even though it's a duet, there have been plenty of duets performed on stage to where they didn't do that. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? The guy didn't hug her from behind like that. Now, if they were single, yeah, but I'm talking about duets where, you know, one person is married, or maybe both of them could have been married. There's been duets where there's been two married couples where they married to two different people, and they're performing a duet where they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, there's so many routines out there that they could have came up with that didn't require Usher, you know, being all up on Alicia like that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They could have done something different, you know. But, you know, in today's world, you know, like they say, sex sells. It's getting dark in here. But yeah, sex sells. So I guess, hey, you gotta do what everybody like. Gotta do what everybody like. Even if it's controversial, you gotta do what everybody like, what everybody want to see. Now, if that wouldn't have happened, would that have been still, would that have you know, hindered the performance? Would y'all have thought that the performance sucked if that didn't happen, or would everybody still thought that was a good performance? You know what I'm saying? Would that have you know, made or broke the performance? You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people say, well, yeah, this right here, that could either make it or break it. Would that have made it, or would that have broke the performance if they wouldn't have done that? Would people still be talking about it? I'm pretty sure they would, but they wouldn't have been talking about that part of the performance. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be all, concentrating on Usher hugging Alicia from the back. Now that's what everybody's talking about, and it was a good performance. The overall halftime show was good, right? Or like I said, her a bad motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. But like I said, the overall performance on that halftime show was good. I think it still would have been good if Usher wouldn't have, if they wouldn't have had that. If they wouldn't have had the whole, hugging from behind and all that. But, that's just me. But like I said, I just, I was thinking and I was like, well, everybody's saying, even though, a lot of people knew that it was rehearsed, nobody questioned who came up with the idea. What did Usher come up with the idea, the choreography for that, or did Alicia come up with the choreography for that? And if Alicia did, why? You gotta ask yourself that. Why? If Alicia came up with that choreography, why? Why would she come up with that? And it's a good question, because even if she didn't come up with it, why would Alicia be okay with doing that, knowing that she's married, knowing that could cause, speculation, controversy, and people talking like they did, and even though Swiss Beats didn't have a problem with it, in public, he didn't have a problem with it. I don't know if he has a problem with it, privately. We don't, like I said, it's all speculation, but I'm just saying, trying to give a different perspective of that, but, it is what it is, right? But you guys, just drop some comments down below, like, subscribe, share, everybody who has, been subscribing in the last, few weeks or months or whatever, I do appreciate you. Thank you for your support. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, share the stream, man. If you haven't been sharing it, share it. Like I said, hit the like button. All that's free. If you've been watching my channel and if you ain't, subscribed, you watched 2 or 3 videos and you ain't subscribed yet, man, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, all right? Like I said, drop some comments down below. Any type of engagement helps me in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys enjoy your night. It's your boy Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. Catch you in the next one. Peace.